We're given here this equation, and this is equal to all of this stuff on the right hand side, and it gives you a few things. X is not equal to, right? Where a is a constant, so we need to find the value of a. So let's see how we can solve this algebraically first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this negative 53 divided by ax minus 2, bring it to the other side, because we have the same denominator, ax minus 2. So then I'm going to take LCD, which is going to be ax minus 2, and when we do that, we can take this entire numerator here, add it to 53. Okay, and on the right hand side we still have the negative 8x minus 3. So then we are going to go ahead and combine like terms. So when we combine like terms, we're going to combine negative 47 and 53. So when we do that, we get positive 6. So this is now we're going to take the ax minus 2 and go ahead and cross multiply across to the other side. Okay, and then now we have negative 8x minus 3 times ax minus 2. Now let's go ahead and distribute all of these terms, and when we do that, we get something in this form. On the left hand side we have this, on the right hand side we have all of this stuff. Okay, now we want to set this equivalent to whatever we are finding here. So the x squared term has a coefficient of negative 8a, and the x squared term here has a coefficient of 24. So we can set them equal to each other because this is the x term. We don't need to bother with this, and that's the 6. The numerical term doesn't need to bother with. We don't need to bother with that either at this point. So we just set this equal to each other. 24 equals negative 8a. So I'm going to just divide by negative 8 on both sides, and then what we are going to get, the value of a is going to be negative 3, and that is our final answer. And that's a good thing for us to know algebraically. But let's look at Desmos and see if we can solve it using Desmos. So what I did was I took the entire left as is in the problem, and then I put the squiggly or a tilde, and then on the right hand side this is what we had in the problem. Now, and one other thing we're going to do in the next line on Desmos is write x1. Of course, one other thing I wanted to mention was I put x1s instead of x, all x1s, and then in the next line I'm going to put my x1 range as negative 10 to positive 10. So it's going to try to solve, see which one of these is going to match for a for this range, and what we get is we get a equals negative 3 using this regression parameters. So that is our problem solved. Now you have to put all these carefully and correctly, okay, the tilde and then x1 for all of these terms, and you'll get the answer a equals negative 3. All right, let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a nice day. Bye.